How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is. Your boy Easy Work Boxing about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. One thing y'all got to start doing is giving me my credit. I ain't a hater of no man. I salute every black man getting money, Mexican man, white man, Argentinian man, whatever man there is that's getting some money. I ain't never been a hater. But when I tell y'all about Jaron Ennis, which I've been telling y'all for the longest, the boy is a fraud. He's a fraud. Don't ever mention his name with Terence Crawford again. They ain't nothing alike. Terence would destroy this boy. Let's keep it real. Terence would destroy this boy. This boy don't want to fight nothing with a heartbeat in him. He don't want to fight nothing with a heartbeat in him. He come out with his, oh, my team would handle the business behind my back. Well, you need to get rid of your team. If your team out there having discussions without you, that means you got a bad team. Have we ever seen Floyd Mayweather complain about, oh, Leonard Ellerby went behind my back and started handling business without me? No, you the boss. So who the boss? Who the boss? Or is your team just Eddie Hearn? Because Eddie Hearn came out here and said that you knew about the situation about what's going on with Vergil Ortiz. But then, like, one thing that wasn't said by you is send a contract and I'll fight Vergil Ortiz. I don't know if I'm going to stay at 147 or 154. We're going to let y'all know at a later date. Huh? You just said from your bad fight with Karen that it was difficult for you to make 147. And now we're going to have to wait to find out if you're going to go to 154 boots. See, it's a lot of stuff that's going on that's confusing, ain't it? For everybody that been going around saying folks are hate of boots, half of y'all Boots fans ain't nothing but Errol Spence fans. Let's get that understood. Half of y'all Boots fans ain't nothing but Errol Spence fans that jumped ship once Errol got destroyed by Terence. Boots don't want to fight nobody. Boots is 30-0, 31-0, probably more, and ain't done nothing. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all should have known when they didn't want him to fight Blair Cobbs, or the way Eddie Hearn treated Blair Cobbs, which I believe that Boots possibly could beat Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs has no footwork, has really no skill set like that for real. They even turning down Blair Cobbs, and y'all think they gonna let him go get in the ring with Vergil Ortiz? Vergil Ortiz will probably knock out Boots. He's struggling with Karens for the second time, not one time, 2 times. He finessed y'all 2 times by fighting this dude named Karen and couldn't get him out there. But they gonna blame the performance on the fact that, oh, it was difficult for 147 making the weight. Well, why not just go up to 154? What do we have to wait for a later date for you to tell us you're going up to 154? Terence is at 154. Terence don't have a fight right now. Oh, but I forget, they said they want to be unified. They want to be unified. Why y'all ain't made no fights yet? You didn't fight Brian Norman, which his father was stupid. Brian Norman's father was stupid. They should have accepted whatever money that came to them. But there's still other challenges. Staniosis, Mario Barrios, anybody with a credible name. Hell, fight Keith Thurman. Well, Keith Thurman is going up to 154 too, because he was going to fight Tim Tszyu at 154. He done got older, so of course he gonna go to 154. But move to 154. What's the problem? Boots don't want to fight nobody. Eddie Hearn don't want him to fight nobody. And I keep telling y'all this, and you keep hearing on every channel that's out here. I don't know if folks watching my channel or what. The setup is for Conor Benn, y'all. The setup is for Conor Benn. Eddie Hearn gonna give that belt, or he gonna make Boots fight Conor Benn. Watch when soon as Eddie Hearn make his money back off Boots, Soon as Eddie Hearn rejuvenate his money off Boots, watch Conor Benn coming to the talks. They don't want to fight Blair Cobbs. They don't want to fight Vergil Ortiz, Brian Norman. Who they saving them for? Who next in line for Boots then? Boots is I told y'all, man. I told y'all, yes, Boots look good. Boots look good against lackluster competition. That's why he could go out there and do all that finessing and dodging punches, and because they ain't got no skill set. And most of y'all casual fans was out there looking at him dodge. Oh, he the truth. Oh, he dodging punches. Oh, Terence can't beat him. Oh, look what he doing. Man, get out of here, man. Everybody who really know about boxing know half of the fights when a fighter is coming up is made for them to look good. Unfortunately for Boots, he done had almost 25 fights that made him look good. And y'all out here talking about some, he could beat Terence. He could beat Terence. If he really was looking for credible names, if he really wanted to fight somebody, go up to 154. Go to 154. Relinquish your title. You ain't trying to be undisputed. You can't even make the weight no more. I've been told y'all. See, this is what I'm saying about my channel, bro. I don't hate on none of these dudes. I tell the truth. I've been told y'all Boots was too big for 147. So if Boots shrink himself down, picture this now. He been shrinking himself down for 147. When he get down there and he fight a Mario Barrios, Staniosis, or a credible fighter with a name at 147 and he lose, what you think his excuse gonna be? Oh, I can't make the weight. I had issues making it. Wait, leave then. Boots never was supposed to be at 147. Bro, it was a video where Boots' face is fat as hell. His face was fat as hell. A guy asked him, I think it was YSM Sports Media. This was a while ago. How much you weigh, Boots? He said, oh, we ain't going to talk about that. Boots looked like he was 190 or 200 pounds, bro. Boots supposed to be fighting at 160. He never was supposed to fight at 147. And you want to know the sad thing about it? This is the sad thing about it. And it's the true thing about boxing. Most fighters don't be in their official weight class. If they weigh 160, they'll fight at 147. Some 160, 50 pounds is fight at 135. The sad thing about Boots is damn near a 190-some pound fighter with no power at 147. That's what's sad. That's what's sad, to have all that weight, walk around weight, and when you get in the ring at 147, you still ain't got no power to knock nobody out. Which also shows what? I'm waiting on y'all. Which also shows what? A lack of skill and pedigree to not be able to knock nobody out. And you a 160 pounder for real. And you a 160 pounder for real. And you still can't knock out a 147 pounder. And but you want to blame it on weight when you knew y'all was down at that weight class because y'all wanted an advantage. So the skill ain't there. The punching ability ain't there. All y'all see is all this flashing, all this dancing, all this. We ought to call him P. Diddy of boxing. He the new P. Diddy, but all y'all see is throwing from punches. Now he could beat some of the best out there. Don't ever put his name with Terence Crawford's no more. Stop doing that. He done piggybacked off Terence Crawford's name long enough. That's all he has done. That's why y'all even talking about him. And now, guess what? Y'all seeing he a fraud, ain't it? Some easy work boxing been telling y'all for the longest. I've been telling y'all, oh, you a hater. You just think he can't beat Terence Crawford. You think Terence Crawford unbeatable. He a fraud. He a fraud. Why not? If you want to show the world you the best, you want these big names. 154 the spot. 154 the spot, Boots. He don't want no smoke for real. He want to keep running around talking about Terence Crawford, selling fights. But guess what? Eddie Hearn know that's finna wear out. Because you want to know why? You can't mention his name with Terence Crawford's no more. It's obvious he's not on a Terence Crawford level at all. At all. He going around talking about his team didn't tell him and they handling stuff behind his back and you didn't say let's fight. Tell him to send a contract and we gonna fight. He don't want to fight nobody. He don't. Eddie Hearn don't believe in Boots no more. Eddie Hearn don't believe in Boots no more. If you going out there having a tough time with Karens, what they think gonna happen with Vergil Ortiz? What they think gonna happen with Vergil Ortiz? You having a tough time with Karen. You think they really want him to go over there and fight Vergil Ortiz? Y'all crazy. Come on, Drew. Drizzle, tell him, maybe. He's been watching boxing since he was 8 years old, y'all. I never hate on another black man getting money. I talk boxing. That boy ain't got it in him to beat no Crawford. That boy probably can't beat Spence. He go up to 154 with them big boys. That boy getting knocked out. That boy getting knocked out. I've been telling y'all about this dude, man. No hate, no nothing. Hey, both of y'all get y'all money. Y'all get it the best way y'all gonna get it. You understand me? I never hate on a black man getting money, but when it comes to boxing, they frauds. They frauds. They fraud. Boots ain't got no training for real. Boots can't throw a proper punch to knock nobody out. See, this is what people gotta understand. When you move up in boxing, when you move up from your 15, 17, 18, 19 fight, then you supposed to fight challenging opponents. And guess what? Challenging opponents' chins are better. Challenging opponents' chins are better. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that Karen was just a nobody. Karen's chin was a lot better than Boots' other opponents. Or shall we say the opponents that he was supposed to beat. When you stop having a 15, 16, 17 fight, the skill level goes up of your opponents. That's when you're building a fighter from 0 to 15, 17 fights. You're building a fighter's name. After that, they have to go out there and go to fishing for real names. People that's credible opponents. Boots ain't did that yet. When you ask a Boots fan about who we done fought, what's the first name they say? I'm waiting. When you ask a Boots fan, who is the best name that Boots has fought? Come on now. It rhymes with this. It's rhyme with these. It rhyme with these. When you ask a Boots fan who the best he done fought, who they say? Who they say? Lipinets, a former 140-pounder who was a soccer player. That's who they say, Lipinets. Oh, he beat Sergey Lipinets. Talking about Sergey Lipinets that was a 140-pounder when he was champion. That's who y'all talking about? That's who y'all talking about? Man, come on out of here. Don't mention his name with Terence Crawford no more. All you Errol Spence fans that ain't Errol Spence fans no more until he beat Fundora, or which he's not going to beat Fundora. Let me say that first. Errol Spence is not going to beat Fundora. But y'all waiting to become big fish again. Y'all waiting to become big fish again. Stop the cap. See, y'all, some of y'all ought to be real embarrassed. You jumped ship, you ran over to Boots because you thought Boots actually had the skills to beat Terence Crawford. And now you sitting there looking dumb as hell. Now you sitting there looking dumb as hell. Oh, he moved better than Spence. Oh, he got more in his arsenal than Spence. Oh, look at how he move against his opponents. He more skillful than Spence. Oh, he can beat Bud. Let's go jump on his bandwagon and look at what y'all done jump to. Look at what y'all went and jumped to. Trash. Bomb. Don't want to fight nobody. All that I'm from Philly talk and all that. Oh, I'm a Philly boy and all that. He a Philly boy. All that ain't got nothing to do with the fact that this boy don't want to get in the ring with nobody with a heartbeat. He another Tank Davis. See, y'all ain't even realizing we in the era of weak fighters. We in the era of I don't want to lose my zero fighters. We in the era of highlighted fighters with Kool-Aid pumping through their heart. That's what we in the era. When David Benavidez, Terence Crawford, Terence Crawford, I put NUL now, even though I believe he on steroids. When these fighters retire, Usyk, when these fighters retire, that's it. Boxing should no longer exist. With fighters who are willing to go out there and challenge themselves and fight anybody who's in front of them. After Terence, Usyk, David Benavidez, NUL, after they leave the sport, guess what y'all I'm sorry about that, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? My Wi-Fi went out. I just had to plug it back up. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize about that, y'all. My Wi-Fi went out. I had to plug it back up. I apologize. I just tell the truth, man. I just tell the truth. Now, it wasn't no phone call. It wasn't no phone call, man. My Wi-Fi went out on me. I apologize. All you good players, you right. Without Crawford, use it. Fury and them, it's over because these other fighters won't fight. It's a done deal. By 2020, 2028, everybody gonna be UFC fans. By 2028, everybody gonna be UFC fans. Because folks ain't gonna even want to deal with boxing no more with what's going on. Ain't nobody gonna want to deal with boxing no more. We got a bunch of dudes running around here trying to be Floyd Mayweather, don't want to fight, don't want to lose no O. You know, even though I don't like Floyd Schofield father from the way he talked, I like how they going out there and they trying to make fights happen. Even though it's because they fresh out there and they trying to become champions and get to the money. Hopefully, when Floyd Schofield get him a title, we don't see him doing the same thing that these guys is doing. Because they out there saying that they're not going to do that. But it's sad what's going on in the sport nowadays, man. I don't even like to make videos no more because boxing is looking like wrestling. All you hearing is a bunch of this talking. I want this. I want to do that. I want to fight him. I'll fight this, bro. And then when they pick their opponent, you sitting there looking like that wasn't what you had said. You said you wanted a credible name, a big name like Tank, and you picking Lamont Roaches. You picking Lamont Roaches. You supposed to be the face of boxing. Same thing with Canelo Alvarez. Same thing with Canelo Alvarez. Shout out to David Benavidez. David Benavidez taking on all comers. Thank God, because we got a good fight coming up in February thanks to David Benavidez. The only time we get in the think about this. This is something y'all need to think about. Since this is 2024, since last year of 2023, the only big major fights we have seen that we actually wanted to see was Crawford versus Spence, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, and David Benavidez versus David Morrell. In 2 years, these are the biggest fights we have seen. These are the biggest fights we have seen. Crawford versus Spence, Haney versus Garcia, and now we got Benavidez versus Morrell. Now think about the names that ain't nowhere in them three categories. What the hell they doing? Think about the names that ain't nowhere in them categories. What the hell they doing? Even let me get on Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson. Oh, you want this? Why everybody talking about Tank? Call out Teofimo. Go to 140, fight Teofimo. Too many fighters at 135. We need a Super 12 series at 135 right now. We need a Super 12 series at 135 right now, like the Super 6 series. It's too many fighters at 135 running around, running their mouth. We need a super series. We got prospects out here talking trash towards champions. No, all y'all fight. Everybody with a belt at 135, everybody with a name at 135, put them in a Super 6, Super 16, may the best man win. If you don't get in there, if you don't want to be in a Super 16, Super 12, then guess what? You get stripped of your belt and we sending you elsewhere. Go to 140. It's too many fighters at 135 to be out here playing. And my other eye messed up now. This one messed up now. I thank God I still got my drop. We need a super 16, super 12 at 135. I'm tired of seeing all these prospects don't supposed to be running wild like this. This how you know we in a new era of boxing. You ain't never seen what it was 4-5 prospects running around saying they want to challenge a champion. You ain't never seen that. You ain't never seen them boxing when I was coming up where it was prospects, 4-5 prospects, undefeated prospects, calling out champions, but they ain't fought each other. It never happened. So why is going on now? Why we got a Dula Mason, Keyshawn Davis, Floyd Schofield, and many others out here at 135 doing all this cap ass talking, but ain't nobody got no ring yet. There's supposed to be one prospect. One prospect. There's supposed to be one prospect moving up, beating people, and then he challenged for the belt. We got 4-5 at 135. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Why is this happening? Keyshawn Davis, he want to holler. Everybody want to fight Tank when he got a fight signed up. Okay, Keyshawn Davis, your fight is over with. Fight Andy Cruz. Fight Andy Cruz. Abdullah Mason, Floyd Schofield, fight each other. Fight each other. All this talking going on, ain't no fights happening. And watch this. Watch Richard Hitchison gonna lose to Perot. I don't know if y'all been seeing that fight, or I just found out about it recently. Richard Hitchison is gonna lose to Perot. Richard Hitchens think he a Floyd Mayweather. Richard Hitchinson fight just like Devin Haney. He fight just like Devin Haney. They finesse fighters. They want to look good. They want to look good. They want their punches to look pretty. They want to look like Floyd Mayweather. That's the problem with Richardson Hitchens. He want to look pretty as he throw his shots. Perot gonna beat him. Because just like Perot said, why didn't you go and challenge Serbia Matias before I did? Why didn't you go fight the boogeyman before I did? And see, let me tell you something about Perot and his team. Hold up. Because like Floyd Mayweather said, what? You're only as good as your team. You're only as good as your team. They came up with a great game plan to beat Matias by pushing him back when he came close, stopping his offense. That's how Perot beat Serbia Matias. Go back and watch the fight. Whenever Matias came in close quarters, Perot pushed him off him. To stop his offense. Let me tell you how good Perot and his team was. When Serbia Matias, when they was calling out the winner, Serbia Matias was clapping his hands already for Maru because he knew that boy beat him. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm telling y'all, Perot is gonna beat Richard Hitchison. And this time I gotta say this. A lot of people gonna get mad at me because I'm black, but I gotta say this. I'm tired of hearing black fighters with the excuses after fights. I'm tired of hearing black fighters with the excuses of why they didn't look good after fights. Oh, I didn't have a good nutritionist. Oh, I gained weight. Oh, my hand was hurt. Oh, I hurt my hand in sparring. But then, meanwhile, while y'all sitting up in the press conferences, y'all talking to the fans, oh, this is the best training camp I ever had. No injuries, no nothing. But then when you go out there and you get trampled on, or you look like you almost lost. Oh, I had a hand injury when we were sparring, and my grandfather passed away during the time it was time for me to fight, and I just didn't listen to what my people told me to do. My team told me. Nobody want to hear all them goddamn excuses. We tired of hearing them excuses. Black fighters keep giving y'all excuses. Devin Haney. Oh, he was on steroids, and because he used PEDs, that's why I lost. Well, let me tell y'all an interesting fact. Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera on steroids. Did y'all forget about that? Michelle Rivera was busted. Rivera was busted for steroids when he fought Frank Martin. Frank Martin got him out of there. So what's Devin Haney's excuse? For a guy that you said was a C-level fighter. You say he was a C-level fighter, and you still couldn't get him out there. See, this is what happened when your daddy trained you your whole life. This is what happens when your father trains you your whole life. I tell y'all all the time, if my son is going to war, I'm gonna get a Marines to train him. If I ain't never been in the army and been to the military and been into war, why would I train my son to go to war? No, I'm gonna go get somebody who's been in the military, a Marine, somebody been in special ops. What they call them dudes, Delta Force. I'm gonna get him to train my son to go to war. These fathers, shout out to them. Y'all doing a great job. Y'all got y'all sons making a lot of money. They got a career now. But it's time to step out the way. It's only when they sons have a real challenging opponent, a 50-50 fight, guess what they go and do? Oh, I'm going to get such and such to help me. He's not helping my son. This is what Floyd Schofield said. Floyd Schofield Sr. They asked him about Usman and why they training with Usman. He's not there for Floyd. He's there for me. He's there for me. He's supposed to be there for your son. You ain't boxing. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? See, he ain't even got enough he's so caught up in his pride that he won't even admit that Usman is over there for his son and help his son for a Shakur Stevenson fight. He want all the credibility. He want all the credibility. He want the 10 that all these fighters today, their fathers want is the 10% and the credibility. And that's why their sons be out there losing. I just seen Tim Bradley talk about it. And I got a video already up where I said these fathers are destroying their sons' careers. You're supposed to move out the way. You're supposed to move out the way and allow your son to be great. Let him train with a real trainer, somebody who's been knocked down before. Like one thing, Zab Judah said this. He said, one thing that I ain't never been taught in training is how to get back up from being knocked down. How can your father, who has never probably fought, some fighters have fought, some fathers have fought, how can your father train you on getting what to do after you've been knocked down if they ain't never did it? Even Zab Judah said this. He said, I was never trained on what I was supposed to do after I'm knocked down. which is why he lost to Costa Zoo like that. This is why it's important to have these type of trainers who've been cut before, who've been knocked down before, in your training your sons so they can train on that. Hey, when you get punched or you get hurt and you go down, take the 8 count. Don't just jump up. Don't just jump up. Never just jump up from being hurt or being knocked down. Take the count. That's what the count is for. You don't have to, don't forget the crowd. Forget how you feeling. Take the 8 count. But they don't be getting trained on that. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because their fathers weren't boxers like that. Even Zab Judah's father. Zab Judah's father was a kickboxer. Kickboxing champion, to be exact. Notice, I'm going to show you the difference. Watch this. I'm going to show you a real difference. Floyd Mayweather hurt his hand punching somebody in the head. And what did Floyd do immediately after he hurt his hand? What did Floyd do immediately after hurting his hand after he punched that Mexican fighter in the head? He took an 8 count, went to his knee. You want to know why? Because he was taught to do that. You want to know why? Because his father actually was in the ring before with challenging opponents, Sugar Ray Leonard, people like that. That's where you get the game from. These fathers are destroying their kids. But back to Boots. Boots, one of them too. His no training daddy. Shout out to you, Boses. No disrespect. You ain't training that boy good. You ain't training him good. He don't listen to you. You don't know what to tell him. Hey, Boots, I could take 10% to tell you to go out there and knock somebody out. I could tell you, go get him. Stop at this round. It's the 7th round. Go knock him out. Boots, I can get 10% of your money for that. I can get 10% for that. I can easily tell you, hey, go knock him out. Go get him out of there. Because that's all your dad was telling you. That's all your dad will tell you. I can get 10% of that to do that. I could do that. He's a fraud, y'all. He's a fraud. And y'all finna see the downfall of Boots. You want to know why you finna see the downfall of Boots? Because he can no longer use Terence Crawford's name no more to build his. And ain't that good? Ain't that good? Boots can no longer use Terence Crawford's name to build his. So y'all finna see the downfall of Boots. He got to fight somebody now with a name. Oh, and especially after they coming out with videos saying he ducked Vergil Ortiz. Oh, he got to make himself look good. Now he got to fight Vergil Ortiz or somebody with a name. Because if he don't, it's over, buddy. It's over. I've been telling y'all this. All y'all got on my channel, you a hater. You just this and you this, that, and Bud resume this and Bud resume that. Which when I hear people talk about Bud resume, I know y'all don't know nothing about boxing. It's very clear when you mention that Bud ain't got a good resume, you know nothing about boxing. I've been telling y'all Jaron Ennis was flawed. I've been telling y'all he is not what y'all think he is. Y'all see, common sense should have told y'all a fighter with, I ain't even talking about all the fights he got now. Let's just say what Jaron Ennis had was 28-0, and you didn't know one fighter that he ever fought. 27-0, and you didn't know one name on his resume. Y'all supposed to know he was flawed then. Can the church say amen? Y'all was supposed to know he was flawed in, but unfortunately, we got a lot of casual bromances going on in boxing right now. They just see somebody with a big chain, a nice car, and everybody talking about, and then they become a fan. Unfortunately, we got a lot of fun boy stuff going on in boxing. Half of Errol Spence fans didn't even know he was a boxer. They just seen gold chains and he looked like a rapper. I just keep it a buck. I just tell the truth. People don't like the truth. It's like medicine. It's like medicine. Boots are fraud. They setting them up for Conor Ben to get. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. How much y'all want to bet Boots' next fight probably Conor Ben? How much y'all want to bet Boots' next fight probably Conor Ben? So they can bring that belt, so they can bring the American belt to the UK. So they can bring that belt to the UK. How much y'all want to bet they finna sub down and it's gonna be Conor Ben next? Because it's too much of a challenging fight, Rock. It's too much of a challenging fight for him. He's struggling with Karens, bro. He's struggling with Karens. That's like weightlifting. If you struggling with 35 pounds, you gonna put 100 pounds on the bar? It's common sense. If you struggling with 35 pounds on the bar at a weight bench, you gonna just throw 100 pounds on there? Hell no. That's why he ducked him. You up on it? This Karen and Boots, y'all. 35 pounds. Karen and Boots. This Karen at 35 pounds. That's him and Karen. So y'all think they finna adjust and put 2 45s on there and then 2 25 weights on there and so he could get choked out? Hell no. No. That's why he ducked. He don't want them problems. Can you say quack, 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 quack? If y'all go to your nearest pond at a park tomorrow, you'll probably be able to feed Boots some bread. Because he's a duck. If you go to your nearest pond in your neighborhood, on the good neighborhood, a good side of town, y'all probably go out there and ducks at, and you'll see Jaron Ennis out there, and you can throw him a piece of bread, throw it right in his mouth. Boop. Boop. Duck. You're going to see a duck right out there with a gold chain on, and his dad is standing right there beside it. You're going to see Boots right there. Duck. Yeah, go to your nearest park in your neighborhood and take some bread with you, and Boots going to be sitting outside in the water. Just throw some bread at him. He trash. Gary Antoine Russell will move up to 147 and beat Boots. He said Trump got better defense than Boots. Gary Antoine Russell will move up to 147 and beat Boots today. You understand? And Boots ain't doing nothing in the sport of boxing. He can't use Terrence's name no more. Don't put his name next to Terence Crawford against the OG again. Everybody be trying to. You don't never say nothing bad about Terence Crawford. You don't never say nothing bad about Terence Crawford. What you gonna say bad about Terence Crawford? What you gonna say? Because if Terence would have fought this boy and went out there and beat him up, y'all would have said he need to fight God next. It wasn't number arrow spin fans like he ducking Boots. Boots got skills. Boots got everything in his arsenal to beat Terence Crawford. Boots don't want no smoke. Hold on. Terence Crawford don't want no smoke with no Boots. And now Boots running around. All the smoke coming his way now. All the smoke coming his way now. And guess what he doing? He ducking on the floor, trying to breathe. So what Eddie Murphy said in Harlem Nights, hey, I think you need to take some seconds and breathe. Boots on the floor like this from all the smoke. That's what Boots doing when the smoke coming. He on the floor inhaling real softly. He don't want no smoke. And y'all been out here running and talking for years. He don't want no smoke. He on the floor taking sips of air. Ducking everybody. Wouldn't even fight Brian Norman. And see, you got to think about this. First, let's say this about Eddie Hearn and the Brian Norman situation. If Eddie Hearn really believed in Boots, he'd have upped that money up for Brian Norman. He would have been unified, gave him more credibility. If Eddie Hearn really believed in Jaron Ennis and that he wouldn't lose to a Brian Norman, they would have gave him more money for him to go get that title. He'd have been unified. It'd have been a better look for Boots. Unified champion, Jaron Ennis. See, now, when your promoter don't believe in you, he finna feed you to the lions. What's up, The Change? When your promoter don't believe in you, guess what's finna happen? You finna get fed to the lions. Boots probably got one more whack fight with Eddie Hearn, and he gonna feed him to a lion. He probably got one more money fight with Eddie Hearn to get his money back. He probably got one more, and they're gonna feed Boots to a lion. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch. I've been giving y'all the game for years. See, y'all don't even know I got another channel. I got another channel that I started off with the boxing on. This is my official boxing channel. Bro, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I never hate on a black man for getting money. I talk about boxing. I strictly talk about boxing. Whatever Boots doing and he getting his money from it, Boots keep getting your money. Vergil Ortiz keep getting y'all money. But I'm going to tell you the truth about what I feel about the sport that I love. And he's a fraud. He's a fraud. The smoke coming and he laying on the floor. He taking slight breaths. He don't want to breathe no smoke in. He don't want no problems. He want to keep running around talking about Terence Crawford scared of him. Well, make Terence Crawford scared of you. Make Terence Crawford scared of you. Make Terence Crawford scared of you. Go up to 154. Be the Jamel Charlo. Be the Erickson Lubin. Be the Tim Zoo. Be the Matali. Hell, fight Brian Norman. The hell out of here with all that cap, man. And Greg Hackett loved taking this side because he's from Philadelphia. I can't wait to see. A matter of fact, I'm sure he already. Let me go to White. Greg Hackett gonna take his side just because he's from Philadelphia. That's why I don't like Greg Hackett. He ain't gonna tell you the truth. Shout out to Greg Hackett. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for being a fighter. All that. Hold up, he said, hold up, there's something about some. I gotta watch that. Boza Ennis sounds off on Greg Hackett one punch. I don't like Greg Hackett. Because when it comes to black fighter, Greg Hackett love taking the side of black fighters. Which, hey, I don't do that. I don't care because you black. If you wrong, you wrong. I'm not gonna do that on my channel. Everything has a reason for why they ducking and cherry picking when it comes to Greg Hackett. I don't know if he want to be on a team, if he want to work with them, or he want free tickets, or he want to be a co-trainer, or whatever it may be. When it comes to black fighters, he never breaks down the truth of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I don't like it. Boots ain't done nothing, ain't did nothing in the sport of boxing. It's just what it is. And he a ducker. He don't want no smoke. He don't want to fight nobody. Yeah, he getting his feelings when you tell him the truth, which I will say this for Greg. I don't like how people are always trying to go to his career and his losses and what's happened to him in his career from his opinion. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? This man took a chance to get in the ring and risk his life. I don't care if he fight for $200, which I'm not saying he does. I don't care if he fight for $200. Greg Hackett get in the ring and he does it for the love of the sport. But I just disagree with him on how he takes the side of black fighters all the time when it's clear he shouldn't. He never has an opposing opinion on black fighters. It's always to carry them. And I don't like that about him. Well, I think about Kid Austin Shakur fight. I think it's a fight that could happen. It should be happening. You know, I think Kid Austin is like 18-0 or something like that. Do I think that Kid Austin would beat Shakur Stevenson? No. I don't think he'll beat Shakur Stevenson at all. Kid Austin is a good fighter. I've seen some flaws, a Sean Porter style with Kid Austin, lunging in, making mistakes. That's the wrong thing to do against Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is a good boxer. You know, I won't say he elite yet till he beat somebody like Tank. You know, a lot of people say Shakur is elite. You know, he a good boxer. But I don't think that Kid Austin has enough for him yet. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on with Kid Austin before fighting a Shakur Stevenson. You know, y'all just seen he got knocked down in his last fight. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think he's ready for Shakur. Let me put it to you like this. It's a good fight to see. I would love to see it, but Floyd ain't gonna win in my opinion. Floyd is not gonna win in my opinion. Yeah, I got Shakur over Kid Austin. Now, but you know, a fighter, and even though he been dropped twice by a Mexican, I mean, well, he got hurt twice by a Mexican. I give Abdullah Mason a better chance than I give Kid Austin. Abdullah Mason is more technical, and I mean technical skill point. Abdullah Mason to me will do a better job against Shakur Stevenson than Kid Austin. I think Abdullah Mason beats Kid Austin. Now the challenging fight is Abdullah Mason versus Keyshawn Davis. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Abdullah Mason versus Keyshawn Davis. That's the fight of the prospects. You want to see Richard who? Richard Hitchens versus Shakur? Richard Hitchens Shakur will beat Richard Hitchens up. You talking about Richardson Hitchens? Shakur beat him up. Yeah, Eddie won't Conor Ben to get that title. Hell yeah, Boots does. Boots didn't say he wanted to fight. Hell yeah, he does. What's good with you, Dion? The fight or the prospects is Abdullah Mason versus Keyshawn Davis. Now I know somebody gonna say, but you know what? This is my belief. You ain't got to believe or like what I'm finna say. I think Andy Cruz whoop all of them. Did you hear what I just said? Before it's too late, if we can make Andy Cruz fight all the prospects within from now to the end of 2025, I think Andy Cruz beat all of them. Andy Cruz already old. Andy Cruz like 30-something years old. If Andy Cruz fight all, I think Andy Cruz will beat all of them. All the prospects. See, y'all got to think about something. Why did Keyshawn Davis call out Tank? He called out Tank because he tired of people telling him to fight Andy Cruz. Keyshawn Davis called out Tank because he's tired of people telling him to fight Andy Cruz. Tank got a fight lined up. It wasn't even It wasn't no reason. Let me grab my mic so I can say this. So y'all, I want y'all to hear this clearly. There was no reason for Keyshawn Davis to call out Tank Davis while he got a fight already. The reason he did that is so you wouldn't think about Andy Cruz. I don't believe he'll beat him in the pros. See, want me to tell you something? See, I'm finna say this, Dion. Keyshawn Davis said when Andy Cruz made it to the pros, he will fight Andy Cruz to show him and give him his big boy card in the pros. He's yet to do that yet. He don't believe he can beat Andy Cruz. He don't believe he can beat Andy Cruz because he would have been came at him. Why are you calling out Tank when Tank got a fight signed up with Lamont Roach? Tank, I'm coming for you. Tank, boy, sit down. Sit down. It's more opponents at 135 to fight. Williams the Peters, Ray Mortalla. It's plenty more fighters at 135 for you to go after besides calling out Tank when he got a fight sign. Come on, read through the lines. That he just didn't want nobody to say, what's up with Andy Cruz? See, that's why I wish I was a boxing journalist and I could get behind the scenes and ask these fighters questions. I'm saying, oh, you calling out Tank Davis, but oh, you know Tank finna fight Roach, right? Yeah, I know he finna fight Roach. I just want to be next. Well, meanwhile, until you next, what is up with Andy Cruz? Huh? What's up with Andy Cruz? What you mean, what's up? Now, did you see what I'm saying? What you mean, what's up with Andy Cruz? Yeah, Javante, knock, knock. Knock, knock. The door closed already. What you knocking for? This like you going to the trap trying to buy some weed and you know this nigga sleep. Knock, knock. He already got a fight sign. He ain't finna fight you. We gonna have to see, ain't we? See, that's the thing I love about boxing. We gonna have to see. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. He have to get in there. Like I said, that's why we need this Super 6 series, Super 12 series, Super 16 series at 135. So we can just stop all this talking. See, I you know what? I'm gonna find Turk Al-Rashid number. I'm gonna find his excellency. His excellency. Y'all I got big lips, so it'd be hard for me to say it. I'm gonna find his number and I'm gonna say, you know what you need to do? What you'll make a lot of money off of. Throw a Super 6, Super 12, Super 16 series at 135. Let's stop all this cap. Let's talk anybody who got a belt that don't want to be in it. Hey, we stripping you. You're gonna be beltless. Do a Super 6 series at 135. That's gonna stop all the cap. That's gonna stop all the cap. Oh, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm gonna be the future of boxing next year. I'm gonna be the future of boxing this year and that year. And then I do the Super 6 series, and we're gonna see who the best gonna be. Charles Wilson, thank you for tuning in, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Well, unfortunately, y'all, and I'm sorry, Charles, even though you just came on. I've been on for an hour, 5 minutes. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning. Got to make me something to eat, lay down, put me on a little movie or something. You understand me? And I'm gonna lay it down. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to get on here and speak my opinion about the sport that I love. I thank y'all for tuning in to the channel. Support the channel. Share the videos. Please share the videos. You don't have to support with money. You can also just share the videos. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Pray for me. I'm gonna pray for y'all. And y'all have a blessed night. And I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one. This is Easy Work Boxing, man. I'm out of here.